Good afternoon, everyone. It's been a while since I've last streamed. Hope everyone's doing well. Everyone's Monday, Sunday, whatever's going well. Just checking here. We're shooting on a 720p. This is why I might go back to Linux. It's kind of like a little bit. Okay. Alright.
%, and it's growing. It is reshaping the Australian political landscape.
Sydney's March for Australia rally took a dark turn this afternoon with a man arrested for hate speech after ranting in favour of Nazis and against Australian Jews. Thousands of people across the country took part in it against Australian Jews.
Well,
After ranting in favour of Nazis and against Australian Jews. Thousands of people across the country took part in the events, mainly motivated by opposition to mass immigration and Muslim immigrants in particular.
Sydney's March for Australia rally had barely begun before a man was peeled off and issued with a public safety order, carrying a 5-year prison term if he didn't leave the scene. One neo-Nazi was treated as a hero, even though he's currently in jail. Joel Davis, a leader of the now disbanded National Socialist Network, is behind bars awaiting trial for alleged vile threats against a female politician. Most of the rally, though, seem to have little interest in Nazi business.
Yeah, probably.
They had one issue above all others.
It's definitely immigration because
yeah, of course.
the amount of traffic on Sydney roads is unbelievable.
Yeah,
Concerned about mass Muslim migration.
No Muslims, because they do not want to assimilate or integrate.
Well, it depends on which one, really. Most of them are integrated.
800 to
Depends.
1,000 years we've been fighting mass immigration. And it's not just a new thing.
To be honest, look, I am absolutely against mass immigration. I'm against mass illegal immigration. Look, the problem is not Muslims or it's not this one group. Just like any kind of people who are refusing not to assimilate, from the laws. Because there are a lot of Muslims who come here and they are assimilating, they have assimilated, and they are following the laws. The problem is not Muslims or any one group. It's just the people who refuse to assimilate. And a lot of people, a lot of patriots like to slap it onto Muslims, and that's not really accurate, right?
A slew of recent opinion polls shows a majority of Australians now believe that immigration is too high.
It is, absolutely.
As high as 70%, and it's growing.
Okay.
It is reshaping the Australian political landscape.
It absolutely is.
Is there a single political party that you think gets it right in Australia?
One nation.
I absolutely agree with her on that, absolutely.
She's all for Australians, she's not racist, she's
Absolutely.
like
Yeah, I agree with you.
Senator Hanson's One Nation.
She's definitely the, I think, Pauline Hanson is definitely the solution, right? She is the solution to this. I don't know if it's but I believe she is.
Coalition on primary votes. She was at a rally in Brisbane.
She's going to fix it.
Land to be homeland. Assimilate.
Yes.
Proudest nation as we that were born here.
Yes.
That's all we ask of you.
The March
Exactly.
for Australia proceeded
I agree
through
with that.
Surrey Hills with no major incident. Although one mixed race couple ran foul of the mob. For their own safety, they were bundled by police into a fast food outlet, protected by the riot squad, as the March for Australia marched on.
Damn.
At the rally's end, one speaker launched a vile tirade against Jews,
The Jewish lobby
The
groups
fuck?
in Australia.
while hailing an
They exist.
Australian neo-Nazi figure.
We've arrested a 31-year-old male from Peakhurst who engaged in what we will allege is a hate speech.
He was quickly taken into custody in a nearby street.
Mhm.
Unity 10 minutes.
Oh, here you guys. Okay. Interesting.
I'd love feeling towards everyone. Hey Socrates,
What's up?
we were just talking about the Greek intellectual elite.
Oh, beautiful.
The mad gadfly.
Beautiful.
Oh my god, Socrates, I can't believe you're here.
Hello.
You're a real person? Is that true? You're not just a made-up character from Plato?
No. He definitely existed. No, because we have records from like I think was it Herodotus and one other ancient Greek historian who actually talked about his trial. We know. So there is he definitely existed. But what we do know is that we have like no idea if the actual apology of Socrates was actually that is like let's say was like the actual trial itself, like was the actual recording, if it was like a story made in the same spirit. So yeah, it's basically what we know about the actual apology now.
The first apologetic work, I guess.
No, I'm talking about the apology by Plato.
No, I got you.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Socrates. I think if I would give you the two best philosophers in history, it would be Plato and Aristotle. I think Aristotle is number one. I think Aristotle was the greatest philosopher to ever exist, because he actually went and he refined and changed kind of like what like Plato kind of like believed in, kind of like I would say Aristotle was like more of kind of like a empiricist, kind of like focusing, he based his philosophy more on like empirical observation. If you know what I mean. I think Plato was like more of, I don't know how you would say it. Like it was more of, I don't know what he was. I think Plato was like emphasizing a different thing. I gotta go. So if Aristotle,
Okay.
yeah, it was empiricist then.
Yeah. Like Ken, yeah, I know Aristotle, he visited like 150 city-states in Greece in order to like figure out
Really?
I think that was first political system. Like I forgot, he has a few books on political systems. And he did that so he could like understand all these different political systems and how they
That makes sense. Yeah.
Aristotle and not the
But I never heard that. I watched a video on his life, right? I agree with you actually, because I watched a video on his life. He never visited 150 city-states. He went to Athens. He I think he fled to like some island away from Athens or was that played like in his last days of his life, like. So I don't think Aristotle went to 150 demos in Greece. I don't believe he did that. but it you know.
I don't know.
But Aristotle, he was actually born in Macedonia.
Yeah, I could be mistaken.
He was like a Macedonian, right? But he actually went to Athens when he was younger, and he was a student of Plato. But he changed his views though. He made his own focus. You know, his focus was different than Plato because it was more on empirical observation.